Danielle here with you again. Today I'm going to touch on items. Now, an item goes hand in hand with your sales receipt. So every bit of income in your chart of accounts, let's just push that over there. Okay. There we go. All right. Every bit of income in my chart of accounts needs a matching item. Now, we have an icon here, items. I have another one up here. You could also get to that from lists, item list. So whilst we're here, we'll just click on here. So this is another thing that you would do during your setup of Reckon for your parish for the first time. So some simple, well, not simple, but some things that you're going to be using all the time that every parish is going to set up are offertories. So you would have direct offertories. We choose to do envelope and plate. You might just put Sunday service. If you add all of your offertories together, you don't care what's on the plate. You don't really care what came via envelope. You just want to know how much came from that Sunday service. You call it Sunday service, or services maybe, because you might do Sunday and Wednesday. Missions, they all need an item. Again, we choose to separate them. You might just have one account that's called missions, and then you have to divide it all up at the end of each month. Interest from your ADF and trust accounts, hall hire, catering, anything that you're going to receive money for. We have an archdeacon's allowance. You need to set up an item that matches the account. So these are all this is all our numbering of in our chart of accounts. So each item matches the chart of account income. Now, you can create them on the fly whilst you're doing a sales receipt. So let's just choose direct. So I'm going to create a sales receipt. Are we there? Okay, item. What's something that I don't have? I don't think I have lectionaries. I don't. So we have bought a stack of lectionaries, and some parishioners have paid for their lectionaries. So I'm going to type in here lectionaries. Now I could actually say add new, but I've typed lectionaries and I wasn't really looking, and I've just tabbed across. The system will let me know you don't have anything called lectionaries here. Would you like to add it? Yes, I would. Okay. Every item is a service. Okay, it says lectionaries because I've just typed it here. You could choose it to be a sub item of something. If I was going to add a new missionary body, I would have it as a sub item of my missions. I don't think I have sales as such, so I don't really need lectionaries to be a sub item of anything. Now, the description here, I am going to say lectionary sales. Now, when we sell those lectionaries, we are selling them GST free. And the account, this is now taking me to my chart of accounts. So I need to decide where a lectionary is going to go in my chart of accounts. So for us, they would go in lectionary sales. So there we go. I've got lectionary sales, but I didn't have lectionaries as an item. So they will go in lectionary sales. So every time I now sell a lectionary, this is all set up. I'm not going to put in an amount because what we're selling them for this year might not be what we're selling them for next year, and I don't need to keep changing that. I can just type it in as I go. So that all just popped up now because I've created my item, and I just sold one for $13, and the money was in the bank that day, I'm going to say, and I would save and close. So that's how you can create an item on the fly. No, I'm not going to record that. Okay, if I was setting up from scratch and I had a list of items I wanted to create, I would open the items tab as I just have, or the items icon. Now click on item and new. Again, it's a service. Everything is a service. So some examples. All right, so you get the idea of how to do it. So we're going to give it a name. Excuse me. I don't know what. Let's have a look at what I've got. Okay, so we've got our Archdeacon's allowance. You might have a regional dean. Calendars and calendar sales. I've got when people give donations for the rector's discretionary account. So I have an item for that. Donations, just general donations. We have a spring fair. We have hall hire, interest from the diocese. If you had interest that you were earning from your bank as well, you may choose to do interest bank, interest diocese. You could just remove the word diocese and just call it interest. Now let's actually do that. So I've got an item already. I'm going to change the name because I've noticed one of our bank accounts we're starting to get interest as well. So highlight it black. I can either double click on it and then let's just remove the word diocese because you never know, might get some from the bank. It's still just going to, can't really, I would have to create a new one because I do have diocesan interest and I have bank interest. Okay, but to change something, that's all you do. You just double click on it. So I'll leave that as it was actually. Alright, so let's create a bank one. So new, it's a service, it's bank interest, we bank with the NAB, so I'm just going to pop that that's our NAB interest. It is tax free, and then in here I find the corresponding account in my chart of accounts. Interest, I saw it, bank. Okay, and then that's where it is. If you're setting this up and you realize something here doesn't match the right, you need to edit it, you've spelt something wrong, whatever, one click, you could either choose item and edit or just double click. That will bring you to this, fix up your spelling mistakes, fix up where it needed to go to, and okay. So every single income line that you have, you need to create an item for that income. The item must match or have a matching chart of account income line. So in your chart of accounts, every bit of income here, income. So all of these have matching items. Okay, that's items. See you next time. Bye.